It's tequila time. So, still working on Mexico videos best I can. It's been a really busy couple of weeks at work. Um, so, we do with what we have to do, and been a little adventurous online this week, which I don't normally buy a lot of tequila online. I just don't. But this week, last week, really was a little bit of an adventure. Um, After doing a bottle share, my brother-in-law and one of my other um, friends got together, started talking about, well, what bottle are you looking for? Well, they found out what bottle he was looking for. He goes, well, I got an extra one. I'll sell you. So I go pick it up and take it, go deliver it. And he goes, let's open it up and try it. Well, it just happened to be a bottle of Tequila Ocho Reposado Widow Jane. Um, those of you that know that's one awesome bottle of tequila. We opened it up. We gave it a little try. We tried a little bit more, and he said to me, "Where do we get some more?" So I said, "Well, let me do some looking." Did some looking. I know you can't see him yet. I'm going to fix that. Just a second. Because not only did I find one, I still can't see it. We're going to we'll lower the desk. Not only did I find one, I found three. We're going to go, elevator's going down. Oh, it's not going to work. Let's bring them up. I found three. Um, these are supposed to be lot one, lot two, and lot three. Um, didn't matter to me. They could have been all the same lot, but I do have two. Um, this is out of the Carrero de. I can't read that this small. Carrero de Gallo, and these other two are out of El Nacimiento. I said it wrong. I said it wrong, but these two are the same. This is different. So I'm going to keep this one and this one. I'm going to leave him that one because I know he already has this one, which is what we got from Jamie. So give me a minute. That's not the only thing. That's a mail call. Hey, guess what? All this stuff showed up today. So I had three deliveries, one yesterday and two today. Came in UPS and then, of course, via the mail. My other, not surprised, but one of my work partners, Steve, and I were talking about hard to find tequilas, stuff you can't find in Kansas City, stuff that's impossible to find. And after my trip to Mexico and doing the distillery visit at El Tequilino, he's like, where can I find a bottle of Añejo? I said, well, that's not, you can find Reposado here in town. You can find the Blanco. You can find some of the, but finding an Añejo, finding the still strength, not very often. Occasionally, yes. Regularly, no. So, um, I did a little digging, and there was a gentleman online in one of the other Facebook pages that I look into. Um, Happened to be somebody that's one of my somebody else I know that knows them, so it was pretty legit. And it was legit. He had three bottles he wanted to sell. He sold one by itself. Had two bottles left over, and both of those bottles were signed. And they were signed by, if you can read that, the light's glaring on that. Tony Sales of El Tequilino. I bought the Reposado Rare, and my friend Steve bought the Añejo. Um, no, I'm not opening it. I already had one. I still have a little bit left. I'm gonna tater this one. It's gonna sit on the shelf for a while. We got to be a really, really good reason to open it because just not that many left. If you can find one, buy it, put it on the shelf, save it for a special occasion. And you have a better special occasion than I do because Tuesday is a special occasion. So that showed up yesterday in the mail, and Steve's very happy. He's got his bottle of Añejo. Um, and then I got a notification. It's like, hey, you've got a package coming. It's got to be signed for by an adult, which is no problem. But I had no idea what it was. Well, if you belong to the Agave Social Club, things get gifted occasionally. And so I got a little gift today in the mail. And this is great. I love this stuff. It's perfect, especially if you're introducing somebody to tequila for the first time or reintroducing them. This is a great place to start. Um, uh, this and a handful of others, but this is a great. It's Lalo makes a great product. You know, Mr. Gonzalez, just nice guy, really nice guy. So I'm appreciative of that. That's going to go down to the lake house and start restocking the lake bar. Um, Matter of fact, no, uh, no, these are not going. These are not going. No, they might. One of them might. Maybe. I don't know yet. I got lots of other toys to play with. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for this stuff to get delivered, I got playing around. I was cleaning off the shelves, taking some of the bottles that have just that much left in them, putting them into my infinity bottle. My infinity bottle. It's got a great bottle to go in, but it's my infinity bottle. The sticker's wanting to come off. Um, so it was fuller. It was about up to here. I've been testing it, but it was because of the different tequilas and stuff I was taking in there. It was kind of cooking, and I was like, well, what can I do to mellow it out? Maybe give it a little extra added flavor because there was a lot of blancos in there mixed in with some añejos and one or two uh, extra añejos, just little bits left. So that's why it has a little color. But I put my cherry stave down in there and let it sit for about 2 weeks. This is tasty. Still has a little bite to it because it's a mix of all different proofs. Um, but just for something to, oh, I can't decide what I want. Well, this is everything. This is the suicide soda pop. A little bit of everything. Throw some cherry on top. That's really good. And then after tasting the Widow Jane last weekend, I got inspired a little bit over and above this. Happened to stop by my neighborhood liquor store, which is not my neighborhood. It's the closest one to me. And just stopped in to see if he had anything new on the shelf. The only thing he had new was the new Tequila Ocho bottle of Reposado. Now, I'm a Reposado guy 70% of the time. Okay, maybe 60% of the time. Otherwise, it's Blanco most of the time, and then we'll throw in a little Añejo along the way. But I wanted to try something. I wanted to finish this with American Oak Stave that had been primed, for not a better word, with a certain bottle that I found while I was at Total Wine a few weeks ago. And that was the day I bought the Elateo Big Bang. And I bought it and walked around the store. My brother-in-law's a pretty good bourbon drinker. I mean, he likes to do this bourbon. I'm moving him to the good stuff. But it's like, if you can finish or age tequila in a Widow Jane barrel, why can't you do it in an Old Forester barrel of a single barrel strength? You can. I just used barrel stave. I just used Beyond Barrel stave. And like I said, I pre-seasoned it with 190, no, 129 proof bourbon for 24 hours, maybe a little more. Could have done a little longer. Didn't want to over season it. I wanted to add a little more flavor to the Tequila Ocho Reposado. I didn't want to blow it out of the water. I didn't want it to be too bourbony. I just wanted to add some more, a little more age to it. So, as an experiment, and a fairly inexpensive experiment, because I already had the stave, I already had the bourbon, I went with an already aged project. I just wanted to do a finish to it. So, I did that, let it sit for 4 days, just left it alone. Came back to it, poured a little sample, and went, oh, I think I just made añejo. Well, I brought my bottle of añejo down, put them side by side. There's the same exact color. 4 days. Difference of, almost a year in age between this one and the actual añejo. The other thing I did to this, which was just shits and grins, I took 100 milliliters out of this bottle, put it into the infinity bottle before I dropped the cherry stave in it. And then added what I had left of my puntas, which wasn't much, but it was almost another 100 milliliters back into the bottle. Put the American oak stave. So I have a Old Forester barrel strength single barrel from Total Wine at 129 proof. Went into this thing. It sat for 4 days. I pulled it out, and I have made Tequila Ocho Añejo out of a Reposado with a little higher proof point. So it's delicious. It's going to the lake this weekend. I'm going to share it with my sister and brother-in-law. Have a little fun with this. So premise of this video, I'm just having fun. Really am. I've spent way too much money on tequila in the past week or so. I still have one bottle that I've ordered. Did a pre-order for it. It won't be coming until next month. And when it comes, y'all gonna be the first ones to find out. Okay, I can't keep a secret. My brother-in-law's the first one to tell you I can't keep a secret. I pre-ordered a bottle of Lou's Vivo Añejo from Siempre. Single barrel Añejo. I'm going to be very interested in what this tastes like. So this is going to be fun. Which just makes me think, well, what can I do with? I've already got plans with Brad, my brother-in-law. We're trying to figure out what tequila we're going to do it with. We're going to get a brand new American oak barrel stave, probably from Beyond Barrels. Get a medium char on it, or toast, and we're going to pre-season it with Old Rip Van Winkle at 107 proof. Probably going to season that for a week. And then we're going to pick a Reposado to age in bottle for him. Just haven't decided what that bottle of Blanco is going to be. My suggestion is use a higher proof, and that's probably the way we'll go. Suggestions. I don't have a problem going with a G4 Madeira. I don't have a problem using a Fortaleza still strength. He's got an extra one. If it's open, but it doesn't matter at this point. Could do a Casquine, either a Plata 48 and age it, or even do the Tahona Blanco. It's a little higher proof. Those are all easy to come by, except for the Fortaleza a little bit. Just depends on your luck and time of the year. What else? Could do a Lost Lore high proof. You do the still strength Blanco. Not sure that's in the flavor profile that we want. I want something a little more. Um, I'm not going to say traditional because I like Lost Lore high proof and the still strength. Um, but I want something a little more Tahona wood fermentation, that kind of in that ballpark. I think um, that's kind of the route I'm thinking. So that's all up in the air, but we're going to do that. We're going to do it. It's just when. Um, might be a project for the summer. Like I said, we got I got to talk him into opening that bottle. Just twist his arm a little bit, but we'll get that done, and then we'll see how that's going to taste. Um, but he said working on videos. I going through and watching specifically the Fortaleza Distillery tour. Did not turn out as well as I was hoping it was going to. I'm probably going to do voiceover through all of it. I'm still editing out, walking around, and talking over the tour guide. So there's going to be some tour guide bits, and most of it's going to be me talking over it. Might get a little music around it going on in the background. But it was so hot that day that my phone and my camera wasn't working. It was overheating. The gimbal that I have that takes all the bouncy out of it, it overheated. I've got to look to upgrade a camera. I don't know what I want to get yet. I got to get something because I've watched Bruzel enough times that he has the same problems when it gets hot. All these little cameras, they get too hot from the battery and everything else, and they poof out. So I don't want to get a full blown camera rig, but maybe something in between. I don't know. Um, it's hard to make those decisions when it comes directly out of your pocket. So yeah, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I'm looking into all different options. So whether I'm going to go with a small video camera, that can still have problems there. I have old small video cameras, but they're not compatible with what editing software is because they're that old. um, these are things I took videos of my son when he was little. He's going to turn 26 this fall. Yeah, old. So options. So, um, well, since we got tequila and I got a semi-clean glass, had water in it. I guess we need to open a bottle of tequila. Should we open one of these? Sure. Okay. You twisted my arm. So I've got. This was one of the. These were one of the bottles that was on my bucket list. I mean, as far as my wish list to get, and I know it was. I got. Someone gave me a sample when I traded bottles or traded samples with somebody, and I got a 2-ounce sample from a very kind gentleman who gave it to me. We were just swapping, and I think honestly, I think he got a sample of my original bottle of this, and so he gave me a sample of his original bottle of this, and I shared it with my brother-in-law. This was the poking is like, hey, we need some of that, and we got looking for it, and we just couldn't find it. This is probably a year and a half ago, maybe a little longer than that, and so um, that just wasn't going to happen. So kind of, I mean, trying to find it locally, not going to happen. He travels enough. He went looking for it in a couple of different trips to California because he's back and forth, and he couldn't find it either. I found it in Florida. Year and a half later, after we found one bottle here that Jamie had, said we have to get more, so we got more. This stuff is good. Oh, would be my sinuses are plugged up. Oh no, not that plugged up. But just enough. It smells good, but I can't give you any notes. Sorry, we're going straight to the mouth. Wow. This is 91 proof, 45.5. That's nice. That's really it is agave for. I mean, you're getting the agave up front, but you're also getting that really strong bourbon barrel influence. The barrel getting lots of like caramel sweetness. Great mouthfeel. It's got a little heat to it. Not not a lot. It's just nice and warm back of my throat, but it's delicious. So if you get a chance, try bar that sells pours. They have it on the bar. You have a friend that has a bottle and it's open. If you're a friend of mine and you come to my house, I now have an open bottle, and we'll try it. Try it. It's good stuff. Um, some people are, like I've had different people talking about whether you got to do the añejo or you got to do the. Well, the añejo for some people is a little too woody, bourbonish. Um, añejo for me, in a lot of cases, is why I'm such a repo guy versus an añejo guy. Um, I like the best of both worlds. I like getting that blanco, agave forward, vegetal, that kind of minerality that all comes with a blanco tequila. But I like just I don't say mellow it out, but add a little wood to it, add a little age to it, and it just wakes it up. It brings up more aromas and more flavors. And Yejos, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I like drinking them too. I got a drinking problem. No, I don't. But and I will try anything. Extra añejos, reposados, blancos. I'm willing to try anything except maybe a certain Cascoine Hoven from a couple years back. Tasted good, smelled terrible. Those of you that know, I've never smelled dirty baby diapers coming out of a bottle of tequila ever in my life until that point. Once you get past the smell, it was pretty dang good. But you got to get past the smell. So you're not going to get me to buy a Hoven from them unless they change. But they're trying to actually, I don't know. We'll see. I hear they're coming out with a new one. There are a lot of new tequilas that are coming out on the market. Some of them are in that profile that I would probably like. Long Island Lou just was promoting another one that is brick oven cooked, Tohono ground, uh, wood fermentation tanks, copper pot stills, and it's cheap. And I'm looking forward to that. It's just barely even coming into the market. Available in Mexico, but which I never saw it, but I was looking for it because I would have brought some home. But Lou happened to find a bottle of it, and while he was there, tried it, loved it, went to meet the distiller and the owner. It's coming. There's going to be, they've got They've got it's just getting it there. They're getting it through customs and getting it there. Um, so drink what you enjoy, respect your drink. Until we meet next time, hopefully with the Fortaleza video. It's always tequila time. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.